A very good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my pleasure to be here today to set the context of the upcoming panel discussion on developing resilient supply chains for input raw material security in the steel industry. My name is Christias Mathai, and I am a business analyst at Questro. Questro is a leading research and strategy company in materials and metals sector in India. Our business is to translate authentic, realistic intelligence into winning strategies for enduring success and creating value. For the market and data intelligence, our partner company, Bigmin, takes the lead as a pioneer in the field. As you all know, the steel industry is the backbone of our economy, and with India's projected growth, securing resilient supply chain has become more crucial than ever. My brief presentation will highlight the factors driving the India steel industry, the importance of raw material security, and how this will shape the future of steel production. As we can see from the graph, India's steel production is projected to grow at CAGR of 8 to 9% by 2030, a rate that far exceeds other major global steel producers. While China, which has long dominated the steel landscape, is approaching a saturation in demand, India is set to become a key driver of future global steel growth. This rapid expansion means we need robust supply chains to ensure continuous access to essential raw materials. As the graph shows, 60% of India's steel demand comes from infrastructure and construction sectors. This insight also came out in yesterday's discussions and sessions. With the global shift in operations to India, steel demand will continue to climb. As we see from the data, there is a clear link between infrastructure expansion and rising steel consumption. This slide illustrates that 55% of India's crude steel production will come from BF and BOF route by 2030, compared to current 45%. This method heavily relies on raw material like iron ore and coking coal. As capacity increases, the importance of securing high-quality input raw materials become evident. Ensuring a reliable, cost-effective supply chain for these materials will be crucial for India's steel production targets. India's steel production capacity is projected to increase 45 to 50%, reaching 242 million tons by 2030. The graph here shows how this growth aligns with the expanding infrastructure need, but it also underscores the challenge of securing the raw material necessary for such capacity expansions. As you can see from the chart, India currently emits around 2.5 tons of CO2 per ton of steel, which is higher than the global average of 1.9 tons. The target is to reduce this to 2.2 tons by 2030. A critical factor in achieving this reduction will be the quality of input raw materials. Higher grade iron ore and coking coal, as well as cleaner energy sources, will be essential to lowering emissions. Additionally, increasing the use of scrap-based production, which emits just 1 ton of CO2 per ton of steel, will also help in reducing the overall carbon footprint. The graph on this slide highlights the rising demand for key raw materials like iron ore, met coal, and scrap by 2030. As India's steel industry grows, securing access to these materials will be critical. Building resilient supply chains, both domestically and through international partnerships, will help mitigate the risk of global supply disruptions and price volatility, ensuring the India steel sector continues to thrive. In conclusion, India's steel sector is poised for significant growth, but this growth will depend heavily on securing supply chains for input material. As we have seen, ensuring high-quality raw material will also play a crucial role in achieving both our production targets and also our emission goals. The future of steel industry in India is bright, but only if we invest in the robust supply chain strategies that can adapt to global uncertainties. I hope this overview provides a solid foundation for our panel discussion, where we'll explore the strategies needed to secure these supply chains and ensure the success of India's steel industry. Thank you.